Foundation. Siyathemba nizolijabulela lolu hlelo.
Siyabulisa bafundi baka Matibletsheni. Namhlanje senza i-revision yethu kwi-cash budget. Remember ke i-cash budget is paper 2 ozobhala ngomhla ka-24 izobe khona ke i-cash budget. So ngiyakhuthaza abafundi le question bayenze egcineni. Uqale lapha ku paper 2 uqale nge-manufacturing. Uma kukhona futhi i-stock valuation usenze stock valuation of FIFO or average specific. Mhlawumbe ngakhona note number 3 tangible asset nane VAT ukwenza lokho kodwa ugcine ngayo i-cash budget, but it's very simple. Into nje more than i-revision namhlanje ngizokunikeza ama-tips nje ukuthi yiziphi izinto okufuneke uzenze to master i-cash budget, right? Kune question paper ke la esizoyibona njengamanje. Let's do this question paper so that imibuzo yakho eminingi izophenduleka. Yes, ngathi icacile impela kakhulu. Question paper yethu ke i-base cash budget 55 marks 33 minutes. Kune multiple choice laphana. Question 1, from the list below choose the weights that best suit the description given. Only write the weight next to question number. So into yenzayo laphana ngihlale ngithi lama question lawa uyachoose kwi-pool, ama-answers alapha kwi-pool. Akekho umuntu ofuneka angabhali lutho la ngoba uwanikezwe ama-answer lapha kwi-pool kwi-box, you have to choose. Kodwa kuya disappoint out ukuthi umuntu unikezwe ama-answer avela ashiye i-space. Awusakwazi nokugesa ko ongenani ke ukuthi ungashiya i-space ngoba phela ama-answer uwanikeziwe. Umuntu avela ashiye nje isikhala kusenda i-message embi noma i-impression embi umuntu ongimakhelayo ukuthi lo mfundi uyavilapha, right? Asibhekeni ke i-question yokuqala. Estimated future receipt from the customers are calculated. So naka ama-answer lapha sine cash budget, debtors collection schedule, creditors payment, projected income statement, sine lokuzana futhi laphana sine okay, that is creditors payment, right? Sine income statement, sine proceed of assets as well as it discount allowed. Okay, question yokuqala it estimated future receipt from customers. Ubiza ngokuthi yini lokho? Uma estimated ama future receipt from the customers, right? So that is projected income statement. An item that appears projected income statement but not in the cash budget. Yinto oyirekhoda laphana kodwa ungayirekhodi on the cash budget. An item that appears in the projected income statement but not in the cash budget, right? Indicate whether the following will be sufficient inflow of cash to be able to support your expected payments. Indicate only future revenue and expenditure of future payment to suppliers. Okay, ithi siphenduleke mfundi le question. Siphendule check laphana. Sorry, on the question ngizobhalela phansi lama answer lawa ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi wadinga more than anything ukuthi ngibhalele wona phansi. Okay, ngibhalela wona phansi. Okay, let's go to kweyokuqala. Okay, let's go kweyokuqala laphana. Yokuqala, this is 1.1.1, 1.1.2, 1.1.3, 1.1.4, 1.1.5, right? To pay, okay, la yokuqala sinama creditors payment schedule. La ufuna uqale ngama-answer owaziyo uqala okanye ngama-question owaziyo uqala. Expected creditors payment schedule. I'll start with an easy one. Estimated future receipt from the customers. Future receipt from the customers. Estimated future receipt from the customers. Right, aim to appear projected income statement but not in a cash budget. Indicate whether there will be sufficient inflow of cash to be able to support expected payment. Right, so sinani like okay, future revenue and expenditure, that is projected income statement. So we have projected indicated of whether there will be sufficient inflow to be able to support expected payment. This one is cash budget. So now cash budget ila number 3, right? And then imali collector ama receipt from the customers. This is debtors collection. Debtors collection schedule, right? Number 2, an item that appears in a projected income statement but not in a cash budget. So which means it's a non-cash item. Yinile discount allowed. Discount allowed. And then says checker or number 4, indication of whether there will be sufficient inflow of cash to be able to support expected payment. Right, so that be projected income, statement. Yes, right. Nanka kama answer akho ale question. Uqala uthola 5 marks wakho ke lapho mfundi. Bese ke sesiya ku debtors collection. Sike sayenza debtors collection kaningi bazokubuza ke debtors collection is one of the questions that are obvious. That's why ngithi nje ngicela ukuthi senze a revision based on that. Umhla 24 ke usefikile, umhla 24 ubhala khona paper 2, umhla 17 ubhala paper 1. Okay, let's go now to 1.2. 1.2 debtors collection. Question so kuyiphamisa kancane i-question paper ithuke yaphezulu kancane so that sizochecka laphana. So we have debtors collection, debtors collection schedule, debtors collection schedule. Debtors collection yethu so yenza kanjani sinama. Okay, we have to read ukuthi senza from which month to which month. Uthumamina traders, the information relate to okay, yeah, that's fine. Ngicela ngiphamisela equation paper yaphezulu kancane. Yes, thank you. Okay, the Tumamina traders, the information relate to the budget period from the 1st of September to 31st of October. So which means we are doing the tax collection for 2 months. 2 months. Okay, ngicela sithi khupha kancane i-question paper 1.2 abe lapha phezulu so sizobona ukuthi sicollecta kanjani. Yes, sithi yaphezulu kancane futhi. Yeah. Yes, it's about Tumamina traders. So what is happening here? Nama actual sales, nama projected, right? So nama months here. So we have months. Sorry, this is months. We have months. We have months. Okay, we have months. And then credit sales. Okay. Credit sales. Well, okay, credit sales, and then September, October. We have September. As well as October. Right. We have September and October. Right, these are the months. June, so June la. You can even abbreviate, write the first 3 letters of each and every month. You are allowed to do that, mfundi. August. So no, August. Right, August. August. September. October. Okay. Nansi into ufune. Okay, anyway uzobe uma ufika kwi answer book. I-answer book uzobe uyinikeziwe. Kodwa ufuna ukwazi ke ukuthi usebenzisa kanjani. So into eyenzakala lapha nje ukubona unezwe ama total sales laphana. We have to convert it to the credit sales. Into abayisho laphana bayasho ukuthi ama credit sales, what they are saying about the credit sales, they are saying 25% of the total sales is cash sales. So which means from this total sales 25% is for cash. So which means the credit sales ubani 75. So let's convert again now. From these sales converted into 75 is split. So sinowani sino we are giving so we are using 75. Let's just convert everything to 75. So our cash sales is 25%. So let's go. So we have 98,000 as you see, right, times by 75. So which means our credit sales is 735,000. These are credit sales. Credit sales. Credit sales. Credit sales, and then goes a okay, then spin the foot is converted lapana 95,200 200. So 95 200. Yeah, 95. Oh, cash is converted into 75 times by 75 divided by 100. Mawuthanda ungayenza uyenze kube i-decimal noma kube i-fraction. If it's a decimal so 0.75. If we enter a fraction so 75 divided by 100. So it's up to you how sharp you are in maths, right? So you get 71,400. So you can convert it by using decimal, or okay, let me just write it here so that you will see. Okay, I will write it down once more. Okay, let me just write separately. Okay, so that uzokwazi ukuthi uncede ngoba inhloso la ukuthi sikusize mfundi more than anything, right? So this is June. June sinikezwe ama total sales angu 98,000. So your times are now, you are told to 25% is for cash, so it's obvious so credit 75. So this is one. You see, so now we are saying 98,000 times by 75. So you get the answer 73,500. Then uze ngo July. Total sales for July is 95,200. Right, let's go to 95,200. So it's 95,200 for July. 95,200 times by 75 divided by 100. So uchole, so let's calculate together. 95,200 times by 75 divided by 100. So which means we know 71,400. That is for July. And then for August, remember we are converting from total sales to the credit sales, because sitting ama credit sales for ama debtors collection, because like sitayise ngesikweletu, right? So now we are going to August lo, right? On August, so we have 8,9,600 times by 75 over 100. So we are saying now 8,9,600 times by 75 divided by 100. So you get there 6,7,200. That is for August, right? And then we move on to September. For September, what are the total sales for September? It's 112,000. So convert again now into credit sales, returns by 75 divided by 100 or by 0.75. 112,000 times by 75 divided by 100. You get 84,000. 84,000. Then we are saying we are doing the last month now, October. Okay, now October. Right? Yes. October, it's 82,880. We do the same, times by 75 divided by 100, and then so since in our gamma credit says our on gamma months it's 82. Let's do the last one. 82,880 times by 75 divided by 100. So sithole bani, sithole u62160. So these are our respective credit sales. Ofuneke siwabhale lapha, siwabhale la. Yabona kamanye kade singaqayile ukuthi ungabhale, but kade singenzela wena ama calculations. So we have 6,7,200. Sibe no 84,000. Sibe no 6,2160. So this is basically our credit sales, right? Since you are collector manje, okay, let's go to page 2 of the question paper. The following page there. Sithole ukuthi ke bathini into abayisho lapha nansi mfundi ufuneka uyicheck ke manje. Let's go to ba collector kangaki, how many times they collect on the second page. Okay, let's go on the second page. Okay, ngicela ucheck la ku second page. Thank you. Okay, second page. Thank you. Yes, 25% of the total sales are cash sales. Okay, so let's go in zero logo. Or okay, although debtors are expected to pay within 30 days, payment trends show that. So, which means the credit policy of this business, you pay after 30 days. So we are koleta, uhlale isikhathi singango 30 days and then you pay, or inyanga yonke then you pay. So how many times are we collecting here? We collect 30% pay in the month of sale, 55% in the following month, 12% pay 2 months after the sale. Okay, siyaphinda futhi siyafunda. 30% pay in the month of sale, 55% pay in the following month, 12% 2 months after the sale. And then another bulletin, the last one, the balance is written off as bad debts after 2 months. So which means if our cook kwazi kwashaya kwazi kwaphela u2 months you are really bad, you are in expense, you are a bad debt, you are cost as a business. So collect out 3 la mfundi imali. Okay, then how do you master this? Very easy. Okay, let's go. As soon as unezwe equation efana nale mfundi, into ofuna kuyenza wena, you must write it anti-clockwise. Ubhale. So let's say angisho ngoba sikwatha ka 3, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Right. So u30. So number 3, angisho number 3 is 12%, so which means uzoba 1, 12%. Number 2 will be still 55%. Lo kade beku number 1 uzoba number 3 uzoba 30%. Right. So sesiyaqala ke siya collector ke manje. Siyaqala manje siya collector. So okay, siyaqala siya collector ke manje. Okay, yes. Yabona manje usuyabona kahle. Right, this is 12%, 55%, 30%. Right? Yes. So ubhala anti-clockwise. Right? If bekhona a discount la, let's say there was a discount of, let's say maybe there was a discount of 5%, like inyalinganisa. Let's say there was 5% discount. Ayikho discount this time around. So if bekhona a discount, uzofika times la ngalento percent bese times ngobani ngo 95. From 100 minus 5 is equal to 95%. So we'll be using 95. Okay. So as soon as you get the question paper, when you come to the collection here, uyashintsha kube anti-clockwise. Number 1 abe the last one. Number 2 mhlawumbe let's say you collect out 3 still will be number 3. Yes, number 1 then become 3. Njengoba sengibhale phansi. Angisho yabona number 1 beku 30, u2 sengushintshile. So now ke usuyafunda parallel to 12%, but pay 2 months after the sale. After the sale, 2 months after the sale. These are the months of sale. We've got, we are using what? We are using September, no, October. Then when is 2 months before September? When is 2 months before September? It's July, right? So which means 2 months before September or July. So that is our 1, our 2, our 3. So siyafunda la ku 3 ukuthi kuthiwa lapha 30%. They are saying pay in the month of sale. In month of sale, it's what? September to September. So now into oyenzayo nansi mfundi. Usuthi so which means asimdingi uJune. Aswadinga ama creditors ka June, but it's fine ngoba seswadi disclose. Remember. Okay. So says it manje 714,000 times by 12%. Times by 12%. Let me just use another marker here. Yeah, this one. So siqala la u1 wethu sithole bani u8568. So which means from here sizala sithamza ngobani ngo1 u1 okubani okungu 12% according to our system. So you times la bani ngo 12%. Right? Siyaphinda futhi manje sizala we'll be using bani u55. So times alabani go 55%. 55%. So now says tini manje 67200 times by 55%. So uthola bani uthola u36960. If it 6,200, 6,700 times by 55, 36960, right? And then September to September, 84,000 times by 30 divided by 100. So 25,200. So sesiqedile ngo September. Sesita kwinyanga yokugcina October, right? Use the same principle, the same thing. When is 2 months before October? When is 2 months before October? It's when it's August. So which means that is our 1, our 2, and then the month of sale, October to October, right? So nakhona wenza one and the same thing, but uzo times ala with ubani. So from here we are timesing here with 12%, we times la with 55%, we times la with 30%, right? 30%. So ke into yenzayo nansi ke la mfundi, very easy, then usuqedile ke. So as times so we have 6,7,200, right, times by 12%, so sithola u-80,640. So times them 55, 84,000 times by 55 divided by 100. So sithola u-46,200, right? Phinde futhi la 62,160 times by 30%. So sithola u-186,648. Then sesiqedile, sesiya totalizer now. We're just totalizing now, we're done. So those totals must go to the cash budget. Even if, let's say, ubale wrong la, for the fact that you know ukuthi ama figures lawa kufuneka ye cash budget, you get the marks for that. Okay, so siya add ke manje 1 2 3 total figure, 1 2 3 total figure. Let's add ama totals. So 80,640 plus 46,200 plus 18,648. So total 72912. Right? Spacity 85,680 plus 36,960 plus 25,200. Total 70,728. 7028. So these are the totals that goes to the cash budget, right? So sesiqedile with our debtors collection, right? Sesiqedile with our debtors collection, right? So debtors collection is an amount of money that we collect from the debtors based on the credit policy of the business. You see? Okay, sesiqedile. Now sesiya ku cash budget now. Remember equation yethu ifuna also a cash budget, and in terms of neza tips laphana how to master, right? How to master that cash budget. Okay, so 14 marks ke usutholile mfundi. 14 marks owakho nje laphana. It's a lot of marks, 14 marks. Now let's go to the cash budget now. Let's go to the cash budget. Okay, let's go to the cash budget. Before I go to the cash budget, let me just emphasize, as soon as you ubona laphana phezulu epage nje ubona laphana kubhaliwe 30%, 55% in the following month, 12% paid 2 months after the sale. When as soon as ubona this thing ufuna ukushintshe ubhekise like anti-clockwise, you see, so kube kanje nje ubona nje lapha sino 12%, u55, and then bese usuyafunda ke parallel to 12% ukuthi bathi to pay 2 months after the sale. So when is 2 months before after the sale, which means le nyanga le collector ngayo qala, so which means 2 months before September, that is July. You see, within the month of sale, that is September. Now October for 2 months before October, and then within the month of sale, that is October. Then for usuqedile, that's how we have to master the debtors collection, right? So now let's go to the cash budget, the main thing, right? Yes, the main thing. So 26 marks cash budget, right? We are still doing cash budget only for September and October. We are continuing like we did in our cash budget. We'll be doing for September and October our cash budget, right? Let's go. Right, this is our cash budget. Right, remember cash budget, sometimes you can have any non-cash items, izinto ezingarekhodwa ku-cash budget. Mhlawumbe if ngakukhumbuza nje before I start the question, izinto esibiza ukuthi non-cash items that you're not supposed to make a mistake of recording in cash budget. We have depreciation, right? Bad debts, our record on the cash budget. Bad debts angama non-cash items. Naleya ade seqaleni in discount allowed. Discount allowed. That is 3. 4. Any item that is purchased or bought on credit. For instance, maybe let's say purchase motor vehicle on credit. Any item bought or purchased on credit. On credit or on account. Remember, credit and account is one and the same thing. Sometimes they can change the terminology to understand, right? Lokho sikufaka kephi lokho? Sikusa kuphi? Ku-projected income statement. We are projected income statement. These are some of the okay, nama provision, right? Provision for bad debts. Right, these are some of the non-cash items. Maningi, but these are some of the popular ones, right? Non-cash items, right? You can, these are non-cash items. Can have even let me just stop here. Let me not add to one, otherwise I'm so confused. Okay, let's go now to the cash budget. Cash budget for September as well as October. Okay, cash budget for 2 months. We have cash budget, right? So cash budget. Remember, we can also get a question. What is the purpose of doing a cash budget? Okay, remember I can also emphasize on that, because we can also get to 2 marks. Lapha kuma starter noma equation uma isaqala, I normally call it ama starter. Right, question iyaqala before the real food. Uthola umuntu akasawazi akasana appetite yokuphendula zisuka nje. So maybe we can get a question, what is the purpose of doing a cash budget? Okanye why we have to do a cash budget, right? To project receipts and the payments, right? Or to check the cash that is, the receipts and the payments. You can write whatever there. Okay, that is the main purpose of doing a cash budget. Okay, so let's go straight. So we start with ama receipts. Mfundi into ofuna ukuyazi kwi-cash budget ufuna wazi ukuthi sidila ngama receipts as well as ama payments. It's like the CRJ and the CPJ. Inflow of cash and the outflow of cash. That is number 1. Number 2, wazi ukuthi wenza i-cash budget on monthly basis each and every month. If you figure winners for the year, you must divide it by 12 to get each month. Okay. Number 3, sometimes we'll be given ama sales or ama purchases, right? To get a cash purchase of the stock and the creditors payment. Ama payments. So kusimple yabo last nezwe ama sales. Kusimple if unikezwe ama purchases, you just take the purchases, you times by ama split accord, maybe let's say 50% or whatever. If unezwe ama sales ngale question nje last nezwe ama sales la, we have to convert it by using a markup. Njengobona la on this page, we are told toward the business use a constant profit markup. So the markup is constant, it's not going to vary or to change, of 40% on cost. a fixed base of the stock is maintained. 50% of all stock is paid for cash. So which means 50 oka cash or 50 oka credit. Creditors allowed credit 60 days but allow 5% discount. You see net discount on the creditors. If outstanding balances are settled 30 days, the business allows take advantage of this discount. Very clear. Ayikho into engabonakala lapha. So sesiyaphendula ke. Right, let's go. So sinama receipts. On the receipts siqala nje ngayo le debtors le mali esithole from the debtors, right? Debtors collection. So debtors collection. Debtors collection, we are doing a collection kabani, remember? Ka September as well as October. Right. That's what we are doing. September and October. Those are the months depending on the credit policy of the business. Right. So now into yokuqala nje engizoyibheka mangabe noma ebhekwa imark. Le figure le oyibhalela kuma debtors collection iyona ufuna i-apperation la. Yabona ama figures wakho la lapha on the debtors collection iyona ufuna ukuwabhaleke la asiwabhaleke emfundo. So yabona thola bani sithole u70 728 sathola u72912. Uyabona mafika siwathole lapha kuphi debtors collection. Then from there sesiya then from here siya sesiya check ukuthi awekho amanye ama receipts akhona according to the information. Any other receipts, remember we are dealing with the receipts and the payments. Any other receipts akhona check ke la ukuthi ikhona nenye receipt akhona except ama debtors collection. Ama receipt khumbula imali engena ebusinessini njengoba nje uhlala wenza so sine fixed deposit non futhi into ekhona laphana check nama interest and so on. Yes, there's also interest, right? On fixed deposit. So kukhona konke lokho yana laphana. So let's go to a fixed deposit. Asiqale nge fixed deposit. Lapha adjustment number. Okay, could be a fixed deposit of stock is maintained, right? So okay, that is just a statement, that one. But now check lapha ku G, right? An investment is due to mature on the 1st of September. The business is expected to receive an amount together with an interest for the last 2 months. For the last 2 months, right? So sizochola ini sizochola ilokuzala laphana interest. Okay, so which means in a fixed deposit. Okay, let's go to the fixed deposit then. So which means in a fixed deposit, let's go to fixed deposit, and then you just calculate lokho kunye okusele. Okay, okay, that is very easy. So we have fixed deposit. So we have fixed deposit as well as kunye khona lapha except a fixed deposit. Okay, nane interest on fixed deposit. Interest on fixed deposit. After interest on fixed deposit, kusekhona okunye? No, akusekho. So which means we'll be having total receipts. Total receipts. So sinentifana le lapha ezansi, and then you name that one A. Remember the main aim here, amanye ama-figures ke uzowanikezwa mfundi, uzobe uwanikeziwe amanye ama-figure. Amanye ama-figure abazokunikeza wona. Sorry. Okay, so we have is fixed deposit, interest on fixed deposit. Okay, singakhohlwa nane cash sales. Okay, let me just put here cash sales. Remember we dealt with those nama cash sales. These are cash sales ayangena. In fact, was supposed to be number 1 cash sales. Okay, remember seswafakile ama credit sales. We are told that from the total sales 25% was for cash. So if you go for September, right, you go to the amount to the question paper, remember you times there go 25%, uzothola in ama cash sales. Ama cash sales weight azoba ngo 22, so 28,000. How to get 28,000? Very simple. Okay, let me just do it separately. You go to the figure of the total sales. Total sales for September. Okay, let me say these are cash sales. I'm sure I'm credit sales. So from okay, credit sales. Is here. These are total sales. Then the is split as credit over 75%. So which means cash over 25 from these sales. So ulama sales la September, right? Cash sales, right? So from these are total sales. Total sales for September. Total sales for September. Ubani. So check now lapana, it's 112,000 times by 25% over 100, right? Okay, spin the 40. Total sales for October. Total sales for October is 8. Snow one lapana, snow 82. Now up screen there 1.8288,000 times by 25. That's how you get AMA cash sales from the total sales. Okay, so let's calculate again now. We have 112,000 times by 25%. So which means AMA cash sales are 28,000. Look at the beginning 28,000. And then AMA cash sales are 82880 times by 25%. Tolebani 2720. If we are add the AMA cash sales, NAMA credit sales would give you back total sales. So for instance, if you add now September weight plus this September would give you this figure. Let's do it. Right? 84,000 plus 28,000 would give you that 11,200. So that's how it is. Okay, so le figure left is laphana kuma receipts of a cash budget lapha eqaleni yiyo le kade sengisho by mistake, very important. So now lapha u28,000 bese sengena nalapha omunye ubani u2720, right? Okay, that's a figure there. And then sesiyachecker ke manje, sesichecker ukuthi i-fixed deposit. Okay, i-fixed deposit unfortunately besinikeziwe laphana kwi-answer book. Okay, don't worry about this one. We are given only for September, so this one is given. This one is given, so no, don't worry. It's 80,000, and then it's the interest on fixed deposit. Interest on fixed deposit. Let's go and read ukuthi bathini laphana ku adjustment number G. But interest on fixed deposit in September, it's 15%. The investment is due to mature on the 1st of September. The business is expected to receive this amount together with an interest 15% per annum for the last 2 months. So what we're going to do, remember a fixed deposit is 80,000, right? Right, so we are saying 80,000. Okay, let's go for the interest calculation of the interest on fixed deposit. Calculation of interest on fixed deposit. Calculation of the interest on fixed deposit. So we are saying 80,000 divided by 12, right? We tell you whatever answer times by 15 divided by 100 times by 2. Okay, let's do it. So 80,000 1 2 3 divided by 12. Tola nazi figure yako times by 15, right? Times by 2 because it's for 2 months. That is times by 2. So we get 2,000. So 2,000 is for this. So that's how you calculate. That's how you calculate interest yako on fixed deposit. So sisifakala is part of our receipt to 2,000. Interest on fixed deposit. Interest on fixed deposit. So that is 2,000. 2,000. There's nothing there. Then now says you add lapana. Ama receipt to it. 28,000. Okay, go 0 about 3 lapana. 28,000 plus 70. 728 plus 80,000 plus 2,000. You are saying you get 180,728, right? Pinde futhi ngala you are saying 720 plus 72,912 plus 2,000. For 2 months you get 95,95632. That is your A. You can call this one A. And then now let's go to the payments. Payments. We go to the payments now. On the payments, sesiya check up manje imapha ama payment. Remember, khona izinto engangeni la uthiwa yini ama non cash items. Sike sayilista eqaleni. So izinto zokuqala ufuneka zingene la yini? I-cash purchase of stock. Cash purchased. Remember, purchase means to buy. Cash purchased of stock, right? As well as trading stock. Trading stock. So sorry, yes, cash purchase of stock as well as payment to creditors. Yeah, payment to creditors. Remember, our creditors abantu abasupplying ngempahla on credit, right? So we call them creditors. Payment to creditors. Nansi ke into ehlupha abantu kakhulu. I-cash purchase of stock and payment to creditors. So kufuna ukuthi ngiqale ngawo so that isikhathi uma sishaya sazi ukuthi sesiqedile yona. Ngokunye ngiyazi ukuthi uyakwazi ku simple anyway. But nansi i-problem kakhulu ehlupha abanye abantu. I-majority yabantu. And ngeke izisale uma kuthiwa ubuzwe i-cash budget. Bazokutest ukuthi uyakwazi ukuyenza lento le, right? So ngizokubhalela phansi ke this one. That's the main aim is ukuthi i-revision yethu ibe based lapha because I want to show you the part. Okay. So uzonikezwa mfundi la angisho la sinikezwe ama sales la. So if unezwa ama sales like here you are saying if unezwa ama sales njengalapha nje, right? So calculation of cash purchased of stock, calculation purchase of stock as well as calculation of payment to creditors. Okay, calculation to creditors to creditors. Okay, so yenza simultaneously ama calculations la so that uzowabona. Right, so kuzodependa information. If unezwe ama purchases, you'll be dealing with purchases. Right, if unezwe ama total sales, njengalapha sinezwe ama sales la, so simple. So either you'll be given purchases. Okay, you'll be given purchases or the sales, njengala sinezwe ama sales. So what are the sales for? Okay, let's read. Okay, for cash, ama sales ka September ubani, total sales for September, nank total sales for September, it's 2000, right? Times, okay, swathenga ngamalini ke ilokuzana, sithenga, I mean ucash wethu uyimalini ucash wethu. Sorry, I mean ucash ama credit sales wethu ka cash is how many split. So we have 1 times, okay, we have to convert now to the markup, right, to get the cash. So we are saying 1 times by 100 divided by 140, right? And then the split saka cash 50% is for cash, then it's obvious to credit it's also 50%. 50 divided by 100, right? So then suthola i-answer yakho ke yaka September 2000 times by 100 divided by 140. I-markup yakho it's is 40%, right? And then times by 50 divided by 100, and then it is 4,000. So which means September wakho la is 4,000. Now i-calculation yakho mfundi uyayibona. Total sales times by the markup. If unezwa ama sales, if unezwa ama purchases, there's no point of times on the markup. We just times here more 50 and then show the answer yakho. You don't, I mean, I'll convert into by using the markup, right? Uphinde futhi wenze the same thing for October, right? Total sales for October, it's 82880. Then you use the markup 100 divided by 140 times by 50 divided by 100. So let's do it quickly. It's 82880 times by 100 divided by 140 times by 50. So that is 29,600. So which means here we have 29,600. And then quickly size kuphi on the creditors payment. Creditors payment kubhaliwe laphana, they said the creditors allow credit 60 days but allow 5% discount if outstanding balances are settled 30 days. The business the business always take an advantage of this discount. So which means for njengalapha senza September and October. So for September we'll be using August. So what is the total sales for the August? For August, it's what? It's 896 times by 100 over 140 times by 50 credit times by 95 because khona phela discount by 5%. So which means 100 minus 5. So which means we have 95 lapha. Then you get your answer. Uphinde futhi for October would be using September, right? So what are the total sales for September? It's 2000, right, times by 100 over 140 times by 50 divided by 100 times by 95 in full 95 because of its discount. Okay, quickly let's add these numbers. So if you add all these numbers, you're going to get okay, just because of time, you're going to get okay, for your credit sales, okay, let's record it here. So that's how, these are the calculations. Okay, so the answer that's supposed to come here, supposed to be for the payment to creditors, uzothola 30 400, right? uphinde uthole ngala u38,000. 38,000. Okay, let's do one quickly. Let's check one whether what we are saying is correct. It's 89,600 times by 100 divided by 140. You mark up times by 50%. Right, you get that 32,000. Yeah, one. Upinde futhi uthi 112 times by 100 divided by 140 times by 50 times by 95. So you get that figures. So those are your figures again for 38,000 here, ngala 3,400. So ngawuthi yona part ke abafundi bahlupha kakhulu ke. Then uzuyaqhubeka ke uzoqede onke ama payments wakho. Total payments wakho izoba ngu B, bese uthi u-A minus B is equal to C. You get a surplus or deficit. Then bese we check the opening bank balance. Sometimes it can be in brackets or not brackets, either credit or bank overdraft. If it's in brackets or in overdraft, must be in brackets. The closing balance for this month will be the opening balance for the following month, respectively, and therefore you get all your figures correct. Thank you.
Ningakhohlwa ukuthi nisengathokozela ezinye izifundo eziyisithupha kanye nezengeziwe i-learner wellness, i-career guidance kanye ne-advanced program. Hlanganyela nathi kwizifundo ezi-online ku-068 151 1072 noma ku-GoDigi@godigitalsa.today. Siyabonga.